Hey, what's happening everyone? Journeyman here and welcome back to another Football Manager 28 simulation video. This one is going to be 10 years on and we have just completed the 2026 and 2027 season. So this video is going to focus primarily on some of the major leagues around Europe, the English football leagues, and obviously we can take a look international and European level as well. So first and foremost, let's go check out the Premier League. Let's see who won it most recently. So Chelsea are the most recent champions of the Premier League. They beat out Liverpool by 4 points. Now, taking a look down the table, no great surprises there. No real team in there. You're like, oh, geez, how do they make it to the Premier League? Nope, everyone looks pretty much in and around the same. Sunderland are back in the big time, as you can see, in 13th. What we're going to do is take a look at the history. Let's take a look at the past winners, shall we? So, in the last video, we noticed that Man United won 4 out of 5, and they've kind of steered off just a little bit now. Man City won it in 2022-23. Chelsea second, Man United. Then Chelsea won it twice in a row with Man City, Man United runners-up. Then Man United won it in 2025, and then Chelsea won it in 2026-27, obviously most recently. Let's go take a look at the player stats real quick. Who is top of the player stats? All right, so looking at goals first and foremost, Angel Luis, who I think is a regen, 25 years old, is their top goal scorer there, 25 goals. Emerson also got 25 goals. Who is the first real player in there? I think it's this guy, Moise Kean, who is 27 years old, plays for Arsenal, got himself plenty of goals. How much did he sign him for? It was £26 million, believe it or not, and he looks like he's starting to repay the faith a little bit. Took a while for him to get going, but he's definitely broken in the first team now and doing really good things. Then there's this guy, Amine Gordy, plays for Stoke City, 27 years old, signed for £84 million. Stoke signing a player for £84 million. Never ever thought I'd see the day. And next up, Sam Gallagher, believe it or not, is in there, 31 years old now, only got himself 13 goals. Looks like he finally broke into the Premier League after a few years going back and forth. He signed for Brighton, actually, after they got relegated, by the look of it, for $2.2 million. And his boy, has he been value for money for them. He has scored a hatful of goals. Looks like he's carved out a pretty nice career for himself. Did he ever play for England? He did not. So, all right, so Moussa Dembele's in there too, a player I've been telling people to keep an eye on. FM18, got himself 12 goals, plays in Middlesbrough. West Ham 2, got himself a few goals. He's done all right. He's contributed to the Premier League. All right, so let's go to the Championship. All right, Sheffield Wednesday got promoted most recently. West Brom are in there with 103 points. Blackburn got promoted. They're back in the Premier League. Sheffield Wednesday, obviously, as well. Any other surprises in the... Let me see. Anyone struggling? Walsall, Oldham, and Plymouth have been relegated. Burton are still kind of kicking around the bottom of the Championship. Pompey are back in the Championship. You can see that. Any other surprises? Villa are 5th, so they're kind of hanging around in the Championship for quite some time. Take a look at the past winners. Let me see. So you got Villa, Swansea, Villa, Palace, Wolves, Middlesbrough, Fulham, Brighton. Any other? No, there were surprises in there. They're all pretty much the same, kind of the same clubs, to be honest with you. Let's go take a look at League One. Swindon has been promoted to Championship, obviously, after beating Chesterfield in the playoffs. Take a look at the league table. Any surprises in here? Let's take a look, shall we? Coventry City is still in League One. Apart from that, I mean, Barrow is still kicking around, and they got promoted in the last video, the 5-year one, so they've been kind of in around the leagues. Leagues have been bouncing up and down. They got promoted, relegated, yeah. So they've been bouncing up and down between the leagues. Actually, I think they got promoted to the Championship a couple of times. Is that right? Yeah, they actually got to the Championship, believe it or not. They won promotion in 21-22. Then they got promotion from the playoffs in 22-23. And then they've been kind of hanging in and around League One in the Championship. And this year they fell a little bit further down, 18th in the table. Cardiff in 15th. They're probably the biggest club in there, perhaps alongside Forest, Coventry, etc., etc. Check out League 2 real quick. Crewe Alexandra are now back in League 1. They bounced back from the previous video where they got relegated out of the Football League. They beat Eastleigh 4-0 very comfortably. Bolton sank all the way into League 2, believe it or not, and they won the league. They're back up to League 1 now. Relegated Newport Crawley, Boston, and Northampton are back in League 1. Harrogate, believe it or not, in there. They're in League 2 right now. Any other surprises? Nope, doesn't look that way. How are Billericay doing? Oh, they actually got promoted. They're actually in the Football League now. Now, this is a very interesting story if you're not quite aware of this one. Billericay, or however you want to pronounce it, they actually were bought by like a billionaire, like a millionaire or something, like an investment person, and he wanted to manage a football club, so he brought him in. Then he brought in, most recently in real life ex-professionals such as Paul Konchesky, Jermaine Pennant, I think David Bentley plays for them. A number of very, very interesting scenarios has happened to them right now. Basically, they just got a ton of money in, and he's just spending it, and they're going to grow up the leagues very, very quickly. That would be a very interesting save if you download the extended league files of FM18. They're going to be a pretty cool club to manage. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to check that out. So next up, let's go take a look at the Spanish First Division. Right now, holders are Barcelona. They have been crowned champions of the Liga once again. Real Madrid finished second. Villarreal then quite some way back in third. So it looks like Barcelona and Real Madrid continue to dominate. Check out the past winners. Yep, basically either Barcelona or Real Madrid, both kind of taking turns at dominating Spanish football. All right, let's go take a look at Syria. Juventus last time were previously dominated and they won the league again this year. Napoli, AC Milan finishing behind them. Take a look at the past winners real quick. Yep, it's pretty much just been Juventus. AC Milan won it a couple times, but even the times they won it, Juventus are right behind them in second place. So Juventus continuing their absolute domination of Italian football. Let's go to Liga 1. Holders are PSG. And obviously last time we took a look at this, AS Monaco were dominating, and looks like AS Monaco actually won again this year. Yep, they won it again. Obviously, PSG won it last year. Let's take a look at the past ones. Yeah, PSG won it twice in a row, and then Monaco, obviously, before that, dominating the French footballing world. PSG runners-up, and then, yeah, so it's pretty much just been PSG or Monaco, so this could be an interesting league if you want to try and break up that partnership. Lyon finished third a couple times. They kind of sank off a little bit now into fourth, but that could be a pretty good club if you choose to do a challenge to knock out either Monaco or PSG. Let's go ahead and take a look at the German First Division, or the Bundesliga, as it will be known in the FM19. Take a look. Let me see league table. Dortmund are champions. Bayern finished in second place, and then Leipzig's Red Bull has slipped off now to third, 68 points. Take a look at the past winners. That one time we did simulation, 5 years in, Leipzig obviously won the league, then Bayern second. So basically it's been Bayern or Dortmund, and then one weird year where Leipzig won the title. So, let's go take a look at most valuable players in the world, because why not? All right, so Philippe, I think we already discussed, he is a regen player, Portuguese regen player, out-and-out winger, very talented player, bounced on a few clubs actually at a very young age. Signed to Chelsea for £92 million. I don't know why also that the faces aren't, the regen faces aren't showing up. I think it's something to do that I've done, or maybe just because it's the beta. I'm not quite 100% sure. Let me know in the comments below if you're having the same problems. Dembele obviously still is the real player here. 30 years old now, getting paid £450,000 a week, valued at £83 million. Still going strong, getting more and more assists most recently, so obviously they changed his role in the side. Then there's this guy, William Adamau, who is 23 years old, PSG player, attacking midfielder. Definitely a very, very good attacking midfielder, vision of 20, flair, determination. Excellent all-round attributes there from the regen. Then Andrea Loy, regen, playing for Bayern, another attacking midfielder. Who's the next one that is still real and still going? Benjamin Agard? Nope, he is a fake player too. He's a regen. Boy, what a left back he is. He is a superb left back. Andrew Cook, the first English guy on the board. Liverpool player, Liverpool striker. And a very, very good striker he is. Got himself 13 goals so far for England in 45 caps, 29 goals this season for Liverpool. I'm trying to look for the next real player. Sanderberg is probably the next real player. We talked about him in the previous video, the 5-year solo. He's definitely a superb. He's definitely can be considered the wonder kid. You can get him for £32 million. He looks like he's going to be a really good player, FM18. Next one, Mbappe, I talked about, was going to do well for PSG, ended up moving to Barcelona for £137 million. He finally got himself a lot of goals for PSG, then Barcelona said, yeah, we'll have a bit of him, and signed him for £137 million. So a lot of money spent on him. Next up, any other real players in here? Ben Woodburn, 27 years old now, going strong now for Liverpool, getting regular first-team football. It didn't take him long, actually, in the game. Didn't play anything in the first season, went to Swansea and then Sampdoria. And then when he returned after the West Ham loan, he started playing regularly. He had a wonderful season at 23-24, getting himself 22 goals. Kind of tailed off a little bit now, but obviously a superb talent nevertheless. So, let's go ahead and check out international football. First of all, let's go who's manager of England. Claude Puel, the former Southampton manager, is now manager of England. Would you believe it? Let's take a look at his career stats for manager. Milestone, he was obviously, where is it? Manager of Southampton, got himself fired. Leicester City, then he got himself fired in about a season. Then he managed international management for France. I used to get fired, actually. I think he left to be French manager. Then he went to Bordeaux, then Inter, now England. So, yep, pretty good. And looks like he was runners-up in 2026. Check out the World Cup. Out of interest, past winners. So, Italy won it twice in a row. Where France finishing runners-up in 2022. England finishing third. And then in 2026 in Canada, France won the World Cup. England finishing runners-up, disappointingly there. Germany finished in third. Canada hosting. That's a little bit of a surprise. What else can we check out real quick? Let's check out Europe. Let's do the Champions League. I do love this kind of stuff. It's just so interesting to see what Football Manager predicts will happen. So most recently, 2 English teams in the Champions League. No surprise there. I always get the impression the Champions League or Europe is rigged to English football's favour. Take a look at the past winners. Man United obviously most recently won it this year. Chelsea runners-up. Barcelona, then Man City finished runners-up. Man City won it the previous year, then Barcelona runners-up. Man United, Real Madrid, Chelsea, PSG, Man United, Barcelona, Monaco. So, yeah, I mean, it's a few surprises now, I suppose. Man United won it 3 times during this simulation. Take a look at the records real quick. Ronaldo is still most goals in a season. He's now a coach, believe it or not. I think he's a free agent coach too. I don't think anyone's signed him up. No, I mean, probably because he's not that good of a coach, to be honest with you. He's really good at technical, fitness, mental, attacking's only an 8. That's a bit embarrassing. Tactical only a 2, motivating only a 4. Yeah, so he isn't a great coach, is he? How about Messi? What's he doing nowadays? He's the under-19 coach at Barcelona. See, that makes sense. Managing the under-19s at Barcelona, attacking 20, mental 19, technical, determination, adaptability. All good figures there. Let me see. That's probably about it for that. Let's go check out the Europa League real quick, or the Euro Cup as it's known. Where is it? Euro Cup. All right, so Porto won it against AC Milan most recently. Previous to that, as we know from the previous one, we can go straight to here. So Dortmund, Sevilla, Roma, then Red Bull Leipzig, then Gelsenkirchen, then Red Bull Leipzig. Stoke won it in 2025-26 season, and against AS Saint Etienne. Porto and AC Milan. Stoke has spent a lot of money. They all seem to do well in Football Manager, I've noticed. And believe it or not, the special one is manager of Stoke. I never thought I would see the day where Stoke and Jose Mourinho were partnered up. Harry Winks is still playing for them too, at 31 years old now. Turned out to be a pretty good player, 51 caps, 5 goals for the defensive line playmaker. And they're doing okay in the Premier League, kind of hovering around the Champions League spots, 5th and 4th and 6th, and rich club as well. Obviously, they spent a lot of money on that one player. I forgot who it was now. They have Gianluca Riberti, who is a left winger, signing for £62 million. Jesus, Stoke are spending all kind of money, and it's only got a 30,000 capacity stadium. Anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video. Oh yeah, that's one thing I have to do last time. In the 5-year one, I forgot to take on Scotland, or the Scottish Premier League. Let's take a look at the Ladbrokes real quick. Let's take a look at the league table. Celtic are champions. Hibernian 75 points. Rangers finished in 3rd. Take a look at the past winners, because I didn't do that last time. Celtic continued to dominate in the early portions. Rangers then won it in 2021 to break up the monotony. Celtic then won again in 2022-23. Rangers finished in second. In the season that Rangers won it, Celtic won even in the top 4. Let's go check on that real quick, shall we? Because that's interesting stuff. Stages, league table, here we go. So the year Rangers won it, Celtic finished in 4th place, so just inside of European. Actually finished below Dundee United. Dundee. No, I apologize. Just Dundee. Dundee United finished in 9th place. I apologize. Didn't mean to say that. I know you guys truly hate each other. Anyway, Rangers most recently won the last 2 years, and then obviously Celtic most recently in this season. So Partick Thistle getting up there too in 3rd place, so they're doing pretty well for themselves. Got promoted and finished 3rd place next season. So that's a pretty good achievement for them. Who's manager of Scotland now, by the way? Jamie Fullerton, whoever that is. Take a look at his milestones real quick. Where was he at the start of the game? He was manager of Bury. So he went from manager of Bury to being manager of Scotland. After he was coach at Hamilton, then Partick Thistle, obviously they had quite a run there, and then he resigned to be manager of Scotland. So yeah, pretty impressive stuff there for him. Yeah, looks like that wraps it up. 10 years on into the future. Pretty interesting stuff indeed. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. The next simulation I'm going to do is 25 years on into the future. Obviously, at that point, pretty much nothing but regens then, but it'll be interesting to see movement in clubs and see any big clubs come through and see if maybe Billericay can continue their rise to fame with the backing of their millionaire owner. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, remember to leave a like on it. If you want to see something different in the future regarding simulations, please let me know in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos by me in the future, please hit subscribe, turn notifications on. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye, everyone.